Okay, I'm waiting for this recording. Okay. Hi, everyone. Perfect morning to one and all present here. I'm Dr. Archana, Secretary of Secunderabad Toastmasters Club, a place where leaders are made, a place where learning never stops. I welcome you all to our 285th meet of Secunderabad Toastmasters. Thank you all for joining us today. So, in the interest of the guests, let me give you a brief history of Toastmasters in just 2 minutes without troubling you much. So, Toastmasters International is a non-profit educational organization that helps people improve in their public speaking skills and leadership skills through its worldwide network of clubs. It began as a series of speaking clubs organized by Ralph Smedley, firstly in 1905, while working for YMCA at Illinois, USA. While he was director of education at YMCA, he saw a need for the men in his community to learn how to speak, how to conduct meetings, how to plan programs, and work on committees, and so on. So he decided to organize a club that helps people learn these skills in a social environment where they will only get constructive feedback, which helps them develop with the time. This organization has more than 3,57,000 members in its family in more than 16,600 clubs all over 143 countries. Massive numbers, right? I'm sure you agree with me. Let me now invite our guests to introduce themselves while I call them. At the outset, I invite our guest. Can any guest voluntarily come forward and say a few lines, 1 or 2 lines to introduce themselves to the club? Guest Srimukhi, can you please unmute and speak something?
Yeah, sure. So hi everyone. My name is Srimukhi and this is my second time around here. Last time I got to know a lot about the club and all the happenings here. Super excited for my second meeting as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Srimukhi. Any more guests? Please, can you voluntarily, yeah?
Yes. Hi everyone, this is Pooja Rawal. This is also my second time. And first time I joined in the last meeting, so that was my that experience was very good. And yeah, I am willing to be a part of this club for in the future also. So I joined today also. So thank you. Yeah, that's.
Thank you so much. Happy to see you here. And any more? Any more guests?
Hi, this is Ravi Teja. So this is around third time here. And I think from the last 2 meetings as well, the meetings have been really professional and thorough. So I wanted to join and experience it one more time.
Thank you so much, Ravi Teja. And any more?
Good morning, everybody. This is Jay Sarvin from Hyderabad. I'm a voice artist. So this is first time I'm attending this meeting because recently I came to know about Toastmasters Club. So I contacted and I was included into this group. Thank you very much for adding me. And I hope this is a wonderful experience to nurture and develop our speaking skills. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I welcome you all to the club. And I welcome you all to our Secunderabad Toastmaster Club again, and wish to see you in future meetings as well as a regular guest or a member. Our club, it has achieved 2 awards for the year 2020 to 2021. That is Smedley Award and Beat the Clock Award, despite the COVID pandemic. And this is how our meeting goes now. We have 3 segments. First is prepared speeches. Then we have the table topic section and then the evaluation segment. So I now hand over the stage to TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day, Siddhaya. Over to you.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Archana, for that wonderful introduction and telling about Toastmasters. Now, let us get into the business part of the meeting, which is, as Archana Vedantam said, there are three segments for the meeting. One is prepared speeches, and then the table topics, and then we have the evaluation. Before that, most of the new joinees might be wondering, there are many messages that is coming from Vikram or somebody that there is a contest going on and register yourself with other clubs and DNA. Con- con- is somebody speaking? Okay, right. So they say there's a contest going on. Record yourself as an. I'm sorry, I'm still getting. Okay.
Please be muted.
Right. So there's a result yourself as a contest officials and what many things. So most of our members in this group are new, and for the benefit of audience, I will take 2 minutes to explain what is the contest and what are all things that are going on. In Toastmasters contest, there will be contests every year. There are 4 different types of contests that happens every year. One, everyone knows that international speech contest for the best speaker, and then you have the humorous speech contest, and the third is tall tale contest, and fourth one is the table topics contest, and the fifth one is evaluation contest. Let me quickly brief you what are all these different 5 types. The international speech contest, which worldwide known to everyone, which is an original speech contest where you need to prepare your speech and present on any of the things that is, it could be informative or inspirational. You need to prepare your own script, not copying from anywhere, and you need to present first at your club level. In the second segment, I tell you at different levels you can present the speech. First is at your club level, which is for 5 to 7 minutes. And the next contest is a humorous speech contest. This is also an original speech, but the content must be humorous. That is a challenge because you need to create humor while you're giving your speech. This is also for 5 to 7 minutes. You need to first contest at your club level. And these two are very important because these two will have 5 to 7 minute speeches. I need to prepare your script and present. And the third one is a tall tale contest, which is basically, they say, there is in a rule book, they call it as per that, 3 to 5 minutes long, and the subject must be of a highly exaggerated, improbable in nature, and have a theme or a flaw. It means you need to exaggerate things that way beyond somebody can think. So that's the reason why most of the districts won't opt for this particular contest, but there are some clubs they opt for it and they conduct it. So having said these 5 different types of contests, you need to prepare yourself well for each of these contests, and these are the 3. And then you have 2 more contests, which is table topics and the evaluations. In evaluations, you need to evaluate a speaker that he speaks. That is what we do even today's meeting. That is for 2 to 3 minutes. And the table topics, they call it as an impromptu speak, which you practice again today in this particular meeting, which is for 1 to 2 minutes. So these are all the different contests. So to participate any of the contests, first you need to be a member of any Toastmasters club, and you need to first participate in that particular club contest. That is where we are also going to have our club contest at the end of this particular month. This time around, we are going to have a humorous speech contest and the evaluation contest. Last time, about 6 months back, we had international speech contest and table topics. So having given this brief about the contest, let me go to the business segment of this particular meeting, which is the first segment, is the prepared speeches. Before going for the prepared speeches, let me call upon the general evaluator who will be overseeing all the evaluation process of the entire meeting to introduce their team and tell about the general evaluation. Back to you. This time, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddhaya. Here at Secunderabad Toastmasters, we don't lift weights for Olympics. We lift each other as a team with a constructive feedback to help our peers develop with the time. I'm sure all of you know what a team in Toastmasters mean. It is together everyone can achieve more. I am the general evaluator for today's meeting. In my role, I would evaluate everything good or bad that takes place during the club meeting. I'm also responsible for the evaluation or for the evaluating team, the tag team, which consists of timer, accounter, grammarian, and listener. Firstly, it is important to get your message across in the allotted time and for the meeting to run according to the schedule. So time management is most important. So we have the very new joinee of our STM club, Toastmaster Gauri Srivatsav, to help us achieve this target. I would like timer Toastmaster Gauri to explain her role. Timer Toastmaster Gauri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana. Yeah. We'll miss our train if you are late by half an hour. And same way, we'll miss our flight if you are late by half an hour. So time is very valuable for us. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and respected guests. I'm Gauri, taken up the role of timer today. I'll be monitoring the time throughout the session, time of the speakers throughout the session by displaying green, yellow, and red card. I'll share, can you just give me the screen sharing option? I'm not able to see, I want to share something on the screen, the screen sharing option.
There, please.
I think you have that option.
No, I'm not able to share the screen. Please let me share the chart on the screen. I'm not able to share it. I've requested. I've posted in the chat box also.
Okay. I think you can do it now. I made you the co-host now. So I think you can share it now.
Yeah.
In the bottom, you have the share screen option. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it is very clear now. Yeah. For the prepared speeches, I'll show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. And there will be a buffer time of 30 seconds before and after the speech. For evaluation, I'll show the green card for 2 minutes at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. And there will be a buffer time of 30 seconds before and after the speech limit. Then for the table topics, I'll show green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute, 30 seconds, and yellow card at 1 minute, 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. And there will be a buffer time of 30 seconds after the time limit. For the general evaluator, there's nothing for the, I won't be, yeah, no, it's not required, I think, for the general evaluator. There won't be any time limits. Yeah, thank you. I'll be back with the report after the at end of the session. Thank you. Over to.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gauri. We sometimes use verbal pauses such as while speaking, like when we forget something or we want to recollect something what we wanted to say. The R counter will keep track of the use of those verbal pauses. I would like Toastmaster Ravya, who was a science teacher in Kerala, to describe her today's role as an R counter. Toastmaster Ravya.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Being a R counter, my role would be to count the R's, and the other filler words. Repeated words, following words, long pauses, short pauses, which will damage the effectiveness of our speech. At the end of the section, I will share my report when I will be called by the General Evaluator. Thank you to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravya. When you speak in a Toastmaster session, grammarian keeps a track of the good and not so good usage of English throughout the session. I would now like to invite Toastmaster Saransh, who is a businessman by profession and our grammarian for today's meeting, to describe his role. Toastmaster Saransh.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator Archana. So I am the word master grammarian for today. And as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to listen carefully to the speeches and all the speakers. And I will take a note of all the improper usages of the English language, as well as the commendable usage. And I will also introduce the word of the day and the phrase of the day. Everyone, each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day as many times as possible. So to share the word of the day and phrase of the day, let me share my screen. The host, can you just enable screen sharing for me?
Okay, one second. Yes, I think you can share it. Saransh, you can share it now.
Yeah. So, so the word of the day for today is prudent. The meaning of prudent is showing good judgment in avoiding risks and uncertainties. An example in the how we can use this word is: no prudent money manager would authorize the loan without first knowing its purpose. So this is the meaning and this is the usage. And the phrase of the day is cut to the chase. So this phrase you might have heard often, and the meaning of this phrase is getting to the important point. Getting to the important point without wasting any time. And a good way to use this would be as the example, as the submissions were to be made tonight, boss cut to the chase and asked us to start working. So everyone, each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day and the phrase of the day. And yeah, and I will take note of all the usages and all the commendable usages as well. And I'll present my report at the end when called upon by the General Evaluator. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saransh. It was a prudent word, and also your explanation was cut to the chase. So now, mindful listening is like visiting another person's world. The more worlds we visit, the more vibrant our insight will be. So today, our birthday baby who works at ICICI Bank, who recently joined our club, will test our listening skills at the end of the session. I would like to call upon our listener, Toastmaster Ranjani, to explain her role now.
Thank you, General Evaluator Archana. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm Ranjani, and I'll be taking up the role of listener today. Being a good listener is as important as being a good speaker. And I'll actually cut to the chase and tell you what exactly the listener will be doing today. I'll be asking a few questions at the end of this meeting to see if you all have been paying attention during this session. The person who answers the most questions will be given the Best Listener Award at the end of the meeting. So that is what the role of the listener is.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranjani. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Siddhaya.
Thank you, Archana. Now that's the evaluation team for today. Before moving on to the first segment, let me just explain you more about the contest. So in the contest, as I told you, first you need to represent yourself at the club level. The winners of the club level in any of the contests will move to the area. I mean, they will compete at the area level, comprising several clubs within that particular area. And the winner of that particular area level will compete in the division level, and the winner of the division level will compete at the district level. And the winners of the district level contest at the region level. And finally, from all the regions, the winners of those regional contests will compete at the World Champion of Public Speaking. This is especially with respect to the speaking contest. And when it comes to the humorous speech contest, it actually stops at the national level because there is no international contest for the humorous speech contest. So only the speech contest is there on, to the World Champion of Public Speaking. This is at various levels that you can contest. But is it only speakers can contest it or represent in these contests, or is there any other way that you can represent in these contests? I will tell you this after the first segment of the meeting. Let me move along with all of you to the first segment of the meeting, that is the prepared speeches segment. To start, we have two speakers for today, Raviteja and Snigdha. First, I will call upon the evaluator of the first speaker, Raviteja, Toastmaster Ramarao Garu, to read the speech objectives of the Toastmaster Raviteja. Ramarao Garu. Ramarao Garu, can you please check your audio, video, please, so that you can read the objective? Vivo, can you please ping Ramarao Garu once?
I'm calling him.
Right. Pranidhi, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yeah, I think sir is now.
Ramarao Garu, can you please give the speech objective of the speaker one, Raviteja?
Yeah, 1 second, Siddhaya Garu, coming.
Okay, sir, right.
Good morning, everyone. TM Raviteja is attempting his L1P2, and his object is, the purpose of this project is for the member to develop skills for developing and receiving feedback. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to deliver constructive feedback and another member's presentation. Thank you. Over to Team Watt, please.
Thank you, Ramarao Garu. Raviteja, can I check your audio and video, please, before announcing or inviting you?
Yeah. Hi, Toastmaster Siddhaya. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and visible too. Just 1 second. Raviteja, let me put you on the spotlight for everyone. Okay, right? Now, Toastmaster Raviteja,
Yeah.
artificial intelligence, a boon or a bane? Artificial intelligence, a boon or a bane? Toastmaster Raviteja.
Can I see the timer cards?
Yeah, timer cards are already there.
Yeah, sorry. Hey Google, tell me how's the weather today? Or hey Alexa, play some audiobooks. It is in the current scenario. But used to be the days where people used to spend much more time to procure this information with the help of newspapers, medium, or purchasing books from libraries, etc. Cut to the chase, we will head towards the topic we are going to discuss. Artificial intelligence, a boon or a bane? Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests to Secunderabad Toastmaster meeting. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks normally requiring human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between languages. We may think about how artificial intelligence is affecting us, but it's already been in our everyday life. We will elaborate on its usage regarding waking up in the morning until we go to bed. Our day begins with clearing the notifications on our mobiles. To unlock it, we may use face detection as security. We may use our smartphones detect whether an authorized person is trying to log in or not using an algorithm by comparing it with the stored face in the system. There is minimal chance to breach this level of security thanks to AI. Then I tend to troll Facebook and scroll Facebook and Instagram feed where our every like, comment, share, the time we spend on each post is being noted by the algorithm deployed and helps to personalize what we see, suggesting the content we may engage further into it. And if we want to listen to music on Amazon Prime, Spotify, or Wink Music, then here comes the algorithm based on the language, singer, style. It improves the recommendation for the upcoming song. Moving further and observing the things around us, we could witness smart TVs, refrigerators, watches, smart bulbs, smart devices such as Google Home, Amazon Alexa. Then I got to realize that it's been days since I cleared my inbox and I had to revert to an urgent mail within no time. My draft mail is ready with grammatical mistakes to be corrected. Here comes the application Grammarly to my rescue by suggesting the changes to be made, the way it is projecting, like how I sound, polite, joyful, neutral, etc., helping the message to be free from errors. Then I got to receive a reminder of cash payment and I realized that I don't possess enough cash. In the olden days, one used to go to their respective banks to fill a cash withdrawal form. But now we can find dozens of ATMs around a 1 kilometer radius. Thus, my cash crunch has been solved. While it clicked to me that I had a meetup with my friends in a remote location. Here comes Google Maps, powered by AI, instructing each direction and assuring to reach the right destination. I thought, what if I might forget few items to be taken with me? But I felt with apps like JioMart, Flipkart Buys, and Amazon, why should I worry to get instant delivery? The recommendations made by these algorithms will help me save time and the need to travel out again. After wrapping up the night they get together, I reached home in the night and it's a weekend night. I felt like watching a movie and switched to an OTT platform. Coming to OTT, which had gained a mass prominence in India during the lockdown, with the movie theaters being shut, OTT platforms like Hotstar, Amazon Prime, and Netflix are powered by a recommendation engine that uses our past viewing history and suggests what we might want to watch next. It's so specific in suggesting based on the period, genre, actors, etc., which has led to binge watch several times and eventually to unsubscribe its membership too. All in all, AI is transforming the world with automations wherever possible. Driverless cars, voice operated assistants, thus easing our lives. Wait, it is just one side of the coin. On the other side, we forgot how AI is dangerous to all mankind. For instance, privacy. Privacy has become a myth in this virtual world. Certain malware antiviruses can easily breach our system and can access our data and even devices. Our privacy is hindered indescribably. Coming to job automations, many job roles are being replaced, and constant sync with the technical updates shall become a new normal to stay in the market. Coming to mental stress, social anxiety is forcing us to check for updates now and then. Talking about motion sensor technology aided with AI, which is part of CC cameras, satellite cameras, drones, can be helpful in many ways. But the technical ability to operate from anywhere can cause more harm than good. Keeping aside the shortcomings and looking at the brighter side, unless anything is used with a positive intention to create and build rather than cause harm and destruction, AI is a boon for sure and the best thing we are experiencing in this century. Thank you.
Thank you, Raviteja. That wonderful speech. And I connected mostly with the Grammarly, especially a person coming from a native language educational background. I definitely need Grammarly for sure. Having said that, let us move to the second speaker for today, Snigdha. Before I call upon Snigdha, I request the evaluator Pranidhi to read out the speech objective.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Today, Stigna is giving her L1 P2 presentation mastery. Her purpose of the speech is the purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. So her speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, note the timings, please. Her speech timings are 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you. Over to you, Siddhaya.
Thank you. Now let me call upon Snigdha onto the screen. Can I check your audio video before I announce?
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, yes. 1 second. Let me spotlight you.
Yes.
Right. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. Can you see the timer codes as well?
Yes, I can see black card.
Okay, perfect.
So shall I start?
1 second. Let me announce.
Okay.
TM Snigdha. Appreciate little things. Appreciate little things. TM Snigdha.
Hello. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'm Snigdha. In our overscheduled life, when was the last time you ever noticed or appreciated the little things around you? Don't remember? Or are there very few moments? In the midst of dreaming big, setting up a goal, planning and implementing it, we often tend to overlook the happiness that we can seek from little things around us. For instance, watching the sunset, growing a plant, reading a great book, or watching a good movie, or talking to a school friend and feeling all nostalgic. These are the little things that can actually recharge your mind. When you turn back and look into your life, it is all about these tiny memories that you make. I personally never really understood the logic behind finding your own happiness or creating your own joy. I used to think one can be happy only when he or she achieves something in life. You set a goal, you work on it, you achieve it. And I had a misconception that this was a formula of happiness. There was a phase in my life where things didn't go my way. Even after putting enough efforts, that phase I didn't had any major achievements to make me happy as per my formula. Obviously, I was confused. I didn't know where I was going wrong, what my mistake was, where my mistake was. I was completely clueless. Few days later, I met my school friends, a typical school reunion, gossiping about literally all the things on this planet, and then walking back through those memory lanes. Remembering the first time we bunked our classes and watched movie together and then getting caught and yelled by the faculty, the way we used to sing songs while banging the benches or playing pen fight battles and lunch breaks, or just cracking dumb jokes in middle of class, laughing till stomach hurts, and then getting punished in front of whole class without any embarrassment. All of a sudden, that's when I started thinking. At that time, all these little things were just part of another day in my life. They were nothing great, nothing big. But now they're the most valuable memories that I'll cherish for the rest of my life, probably. That's when it hit me and made me realize the whole happiness definition, which I created in my head, was completely wrong. Life isn't just about achieving goals, working hard, or earning money. It is much more than that. Don't just have career or academic goals. Set goals that will give you a balanced and successful life. Balance means ensuring your health, relationships, and mental pace are in a good order. There is no point of getting a promotion or achieving something really great when you're mentally not very happy to enjoy it. Don't take life so seriously. Life is actually not meant to be taken seriously because we are here on temporary basis. It is okay to bunk few classes, score low marks in couple of your papers, taking a leave from work, or just a lazy Sunday in front of your TV or laptop watching your favorite series or movies. It is okay. We are people again, not programmed devices. We don't have to be so serious all the time because we need to enjoy life as it comes. Remember the first phase of lockdown? Stuck in our houses, not knowing what to do, where to go, complete clueless, question mark. 10 days into lockdown, I felt I would go insane or transform into some zombie. By the time lockdown got over, all my plans got crashed, everything got stuck. I literally had no work, no classes, no exams, literal ample amount of time in my hands. I just started freaking about my future and started worrying about my life, career, not knowing what to do. I was just completely worried. But then I randomly opened Instagram and I was just scrolling through it. I see people just chilling and living their best lives in their houses, just doing random stuff. One person is singing, other one is cooking random recipes every day and feeling proud of herself. And then there was me freaking out and getting stressed about things that weren't even in my hands back then. For the first time in my life, I tanked Instagram. I started working out, cooking new recipes every day, reading books, and watching all the series and movies that I always wanted to. I spent time with my family. I played violin again. I filled my balcony with all the plants. And all these little moments of happiness kept me alive and sane. Now that everything is back to normal, I actually kind of miss that phase. I realized it is better to live in present and appreciate everything in life instead of being sad or stressing about the future or dwelling about past or worrying about the future. So cutting to the chase, I thought, notice and appreciate these little moments of joy in life before it is too late. Life is a series of tiny thousand miracles. It is just that one need to notice them properly. So I want to tell, just chill, take a break, enjoy the life. Thank you.
Thank you, Snigdha, for that wonderful speech. And I too realize at times I think we need to appreciate very, very little things, and that creates a huge impact, especially in professional life. I'm just seeing it. Miracles will happen if you appreciate the little things. For a little things, your resources will give you this much. So I really enjoyed your speech, and thank you very much for that. As our speakers, prepared speakers have completed their speech, can we have the polls for the best speaker of the day? I am just launching the best speaker of the day. Please vote all the contestants and guests please vote, and even the contestants themselves vote for themselves. Can vote for themselves. Yes, I got the votes and I'm ending the poll. And now let's go back to the contest again. Let me tell you a little more. As a contestant, is the only way that you participate in the contest, or is there any other way? As I told you just before, there is another way that you can contest in any contest, either as a contestant or as a contest official. There are several roles as a contest official, that starting from sergeant at arms, which I do in a club meeting, you can do in any of the contests. Then the contest chair, which is similar to the TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day, which you announce the contestant, make sure they're on the stage and their audio, video are clear. You can look after all these. Then the important thing is the judges. The judges are non-visible or not known to the contestants, and they give their judgment and pass it on to another person who is called the chief judge and the ballot counter. The chief judge, basically. The chief judge will look after the entire proceeding of the particular meeting and will pronounce the results at the end. And the ballot counter is a person who the ballot counter, who tallies all the judges' report and consolidate and prepare the first, second, third position. And another important role is the Zoom master, who spotlights the people, creates a separate rooms if they want to move them into separate rooms, and he basically monitors everything or controls everything, the virtual platform. And the last and more important is the timer, who monitors the timings of each speech. These are all the different roles that are available for as a club member in each of the contests. That is where we are all participating. I just a week before, no, last Friday itself, I contested as a chief judge for Invesco contest. And as a club member, so you need to take roles in different contests that are happening around. That away, it's a learning for you, as well as you can listen many speeches that's going on. So, but only one thing as a judge, chief judge, you have to be very prudent. You have to take decisions and continue with that. Having said about the contest officials, I'll take another 2 minutes later to conclude about the contest. Before that, let us move to the second segment of the meeting, and most important for any Toastmasters meeting is the table topic. Let me invite the table topic master of the day, TM Lalita. Over to you.
Am I visible and audible as well?
Yes, you are visible and audible.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Lalita, today taking up the role of table topic master of the day. The purpose of this table topic session is to encourage the speakers to practice their impromptu speaking skills, which in turn helps their ability to listen and think on their feet and organize their thoughts and immediately deliver a speech. The time allotted for this table topic session for each table topic is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, green card will be shown. At 1.5 minutes, yellow card will be shown. At 2 minutes, red card will be shown. And a grace period of 30 seconds will be given to each speaker to end their speech. I encourage all the speakers also to use the word of the day and idiom of the day in their speeches, and encourage everyone to give it a try. I first encourage guests to come up and volunteer for the table topic session. Whoever wants to volunteer first, please type in chat box or raise your hand or speak up so that I can pick their name and announce the topics. Anyone?
I think someone raised the hand. Who is that?
I didn't notice.
Raviteja.
Okay,
Raviteja.
Raviteja, please pick a number from 1 to 15 so that I can give you the topic.
Number 9.
Okay. So, Raviteja, your topic is what is feminism means to you? Raviteja, what is feminism means to you? Please proceed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lalita, for the topic. Feminism, which is a very sensitive topic to be spoken about, especially from my side. If anything goes wrong, I apologize. I apologize right before. And feminism, which is like supporting female rights, and according to me, feminism is like reasserting and questioning the male domination that is being faced by the women and the society. And feminism highlights the requirement to develop oneself and I'm sorry. Thank you.
You can speak and continue. Okay.
So there is the second hand raiser is 712AC75E. Who is that? Can you please rename yourself? 712AC75E. Hello.
Hello. One lady, I think.
Who is that? 712AC.
Can you unmute yourself and speak, please?
Yeah, she is guest Pooja. As she
Pooja.
informed before, guest Pooja.
Okay, Pooja. Pooja, can you take up the next topic, please?
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Will you choose numbers other than 9 from 1 to 15?
3.
Okay. So your topic is success is where preparation and opportunity meet. Guest Pooja. Success is where preparation and opportunity meet. Guest Pooja.
Okay, so give me a few seconds to just think about it. Yeah, so for me, success is the collective is a point where your hard work and your spirit is meet at a point. So when you worked very it's not just thinking about success and you are not doing anything, so you have to work on it, you have to think about it. So there are some points where you will not be able to to maintain your consistency in your work. So it's not like just thinking about it, you have to work for it, and when your hard work meet with the what we call it when your hard work meet your what is required for the success, you achieve your goals. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
So next who
Thank
raised
you.
hand is Shravya.
Shravya, will you take up the next number for this topic?
Yeah, from where? 1 to?
Other than 3 and 9, from 1 to 15.
6.
6. Okay. So your topic is tough situations build strong people. Shravya, tough situations build strong people.
Yeah. Thank you, Lalita, for giving this opportunity. Tough situations will make strong people, right?
Correct.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We don't know what is our ability or what is our strength till we get the troubles. Why? Because when it was going in a regular way or a daily routine life, we don't know what we are.
when we don't have tough times. Like example, like we don't know how much we learn until we write the examinations. Then only we'll get the result, and then only we can understand, okay, this is what I got the marks for the exams and all. In the same way, life will keep the examinations in the tough situations, which will make a person a better life. I can strongly believe that the person who are having tough times is more better than a luxurious person. And even not only me, I think so many members here will be scared to get the tough times. But to be frank, to be say that tough times only will make us to realize what we are, how we are, and what we can do. So thank you for this giving opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Shravya. That was a nice speech.
Next one is Raviteja Jaina. Hello,
Okay.
Raviteja Jaina, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes. Number 5, please.
Okay, you are a guest,
Number-
right?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Number 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. It is all in your mind. Guest Raviteja. Guest Raviteja, it is all in your mind.
Okay, first of all, I have to say it's a beautiful topic. I think the greatest battles are won in your mind. That's a phrase that I really stand by, and it applies to many situations in our life. Let's take a common example of anything that we all might face, an examination, right? Many ask how to be very prudent in an examination, or how to cut to the chase and really deliver. But then by the time you're already in the examination, you have done what all you have been doing and what you meant to be done, right? So you don't want to think much about that point of time and build unwanted inhibitions in your mind. Again, if you're tough in your mind, then you know what to do and you know how to deliver. And this applies to a presentation, or let's say Toastmaster meeting right now, or while you're playing any sports. So throughout the life, I think once if you're tough in your mind, you're made up, and you know what to do, and you won that battle, any other battle that comes before you later on becomes a lot more easier to deal with. Thank you.
Thank you. I agree with your thought completely. Greatest battles always fought in mind. First, we will succeed, then we can proceed to the next level of battles. Okay. Next speaker, please. Anyone who wants to volunteer for?
Ramarao garu.
Toastmasters, yes. Anybody?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Toastmaster Ramarao garu. I was
Okay,
waiting.
Ramarao garu.
Why Ramarao sir waited so long?
We are afraid of speaking before Toastmaster Siddhaya.
Sir, don't tell me that.
Sir, numbers are other than 5, 6, 9.
Number 1.
That's number 1. Okay.
Yes.
So the topic is joy is natural phenomenon. Misery is your creation. Joy is natural phenomenon. Misery is your creation. Ramarao. Ramarao. Joy is natural phenomenon. Misery is your creation.
Thank you. See, the entire animal species, including human being is the only thing which cries. We don't find any other animal, even when you are watching National Geographic, when a bull is being caught by the neck by a lion, we don't see any tears in its eyes. And the animals which surround it, I mean, the other bulls or say wild bears or whatever it is, any other animal which is being caught by a predator, they don't look crying. They don't really run here and there. They don't show any kind of emotion which we usually show. Because we live in an unnatural world. We live in a world which is created by ourselves. We don't live in the world which is a common platform belonging to each and every one of us. We don't take things in the same pattern the way we are supposed to. We create a pattern. We make our own world. and then that causes misery. Why? Because the moment we fall into a trouble, we own the trouble. We think we are the only one who is in trouble. We think we are the only sufferer in the world. Then definitely we are having misery. The moment we know that it is a common thing, like pain, death, illness, all are common to entire human mankind, then where is the cause of misery? Today I am sick, tomorrow someone else is sick. Today I am healed, tomorrow someone else will get healed. When things become common, then misery becomes uncommon. At the same time, joy, which only human beings can express, will increase the natural aura of positiveness around us, which in turn creates energy, which will in turn help the nature to build its world in a better fashion. So misery is created by us and joy is forgotten by us. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Lalita.
Thank you, Ramarasa. That is a wonderful speech.
So next is Uppala Srinivas. Toastmaster Uppala
Srinivas.
Srinivas. Yeah.
Okay. Srinivas, will you please pick up a number other than 1, 5, 6, 9?
Yeah, 5.
Will you please repeat, please, the number?
5. It is a
5 is over. 3 is also over.
4.
Other than 1, 4. Right? Okay. What is the one vice or evil that you can remove from the world? If you can, what is that one vice or evil that you want to remove from the world? If you can, Srinivas.
Yeah, please.
What is?
It would be great if you can elaborate. What does it? I didn't get you. Please.
Okay. One more time, I'll repeat. What is the one evil that you want to remove from the world? If you can, Srinivas. What is the one evil that you can remove, that you want to remove from the world? If you can.
Yeah. What does exactly means?
One bad thing that you want to remove
One bad
from the
thing,
world.
evil or vice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely, and we try to be. I mean, yes, eradicate the evils from our hand, and because to be, but conclusion is, because it's a very difficult phase, and we have to. I mean, go with the situations and where, I mean, makes us to. I mean, realize. And that whatever, I mean, that priority, I mean, definitely it's we should liberate ourselves, I mean, understand the where and makes the trouble and makes to, I mean, that's going out of that stigma, and that makes us to realize, and where sometimes, of course, evil that movement feels impact of others people. Definitely, I mean, we can try to be, I mean, eradicate from our mind. So moreover, and some situation makes worsen, and that we should understand, and how worsen it makes us to be, and evil ideas, evil mindset. Definitely, we should everyone overcome it. Thank you.
Thank you, Srinivas. Anyone else who wants to volunteer next? Toastmasters, guests, anyone?
Yeah, I'll go, Lalita. Siddhaya.
Okay. Siddhaya, please pick up.
I could not hear you. Can you please unmute yourself once?
Okay.
Okay, right.
What can you pick up a number from 1 to 15 other than 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9?
2.
Okay. What we see depends on what we look for. Siddhaya, what we see depends on what we look for.
Thank you, Lalita, for that wonderful topic. Just I was walking across the road one day, thinking about a person in my mind, especially one cricketer in my mind, because of this is an IPL season. I saw a advertisement board on the road. I just quickly saw that and I realized, is that Rahul Dravid? Then I realized, how come Rahul Dravid beat now? Because he retired and everything. Again, I looked at one more time. And it is not Rahul Dravid, it is actually our Indian player, current Indian player, who is playing for Rajasthan Royals. So then I realized, oh, why and how this happens? So because when you're unconsciously thinking about something and moving on, something appears in front of you, what you are thinking about you, though it is not actually what it is. It happens to us many a time, many a time. You just realize that, hey, I saw something there. But it is not actually that you saw, but it is actually something that you are thinking in your mind. This is called where your subconscious mind is dominating your actual vision or actual vision. So this happens every day, that whatever you see or whatever thinking and saying, this is very much true if you are watching Big Boss nowadays. You make an opinion of somebody and you start looking at that particular person with that opinion, and you feel that that person is wrong always because you made an opinion of that particular person that he is wrong. But when you start looking things neutral, be it an object or be it in a person or be it anyone, you stop judging anyone, but start looking neutral, then you can see the real thing in any object or a human being. So stop looking at something with preconceived notion, just look at neutral. That's my take on this topic, table topic master.
Thank you, Sudhya. I completely agree with you. What we look for, always, what we preconceivedly think about somebody or something, that only we can see at that moment or at that times. I completely agree with you. So, anybody next? Toastmasters, yes. I encourage everyone to participate.
I will take up Lalita.
Pranidhi has raised her hand.
Okay. Pranidhi. Pranidhi, will you choose a number from 1 to 15? Other than
Lalita,
1 is over, 1 to 6 are over, and 9 is also over. From 7 to 15. 10. Okay. If you resist change, you resist life. Pranidhi, if you resist change, you resist life.
It's a nice topic, which I love to talk about this. One said that in a book I read that when you come out of your comfort zone, then only you can achieve the things whatever you have put in your life. And today morning I have read a story in the newspaper, The Hindu. It's about the weeds. Do you know what the weeds are? They are marizonas. One, they can grow at any environment. It doesn't take any like some plants like roses or palm trees, like they grow in some particular season only. So in this, weeds doesn't grow any it grows anywhere, and it doesn't need any land to be support or to grow in any season. So like that we should be like the weeds in any land or at any place or at any situation. Maybe it's a hard situation or a soft situation, or we are in a good mood or not, we have to grow in, we have to sustain that situation to achieve the peaks of the mountains or peaks of the mountains. That's it. That's what I want to speak about this. We have to so strong that the mountains can be, we can make the mountains powder. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranati. That's a nice speech. Anyone else next? Toastmasters, guests? Anyone raise their hand?
No, not it.
Okay.
I'll go.
Chandani,
Who
I
is-
saw one is Chandani. I think she's a guest.
Yeah, someone raised someone. I heard someone's voice. Who is
Yeah,
that?
so there I'll go. I'm Saransh.
Saransh. Saransh.
Okay,
Hello.
Saransh.
Okay, right.
Okay. Saransh, will you pick a number from 7 to 15 other than 9 and 10?
Yeah, 7.
7. Okay. Life isn't about finding yourself. It is about creating yourself. Saransh? Saransh, life isn't about finding yourself. It is about creating yourself.
Yeah. So good morning once again. So my topic is life isn't about finding yourself, but it is about creating yourself. Well, that is true. I agree with this statement 100%. It is because the purpose of life is not just to live each day without any purpose. You know, we are born to excel. We have evolved in such a way that we need a sense of purpose, and that is what is creating about oneself means. Recently I had read a story about the founder of Alibaba. His name is Jack Ma, and how he managed to overcome all the odds and rejections he faced in his life, and become one of the world's richest person. And if he had thought that no, I just need to live my life as it comes, and I don't need to know what are my capabilities, then he would not have been in the place where he is now. And this thing applies to each and every one of us. You know, we all try to excel in whatever we do. We just don't want to just live. We want to explore everything, and that is why we need to find ourselves other than what we are born with. You know, our inbuilt traits are there with us. They are with us by birth, but we need more. You know, we always crave for things we don't have, and that is what defines us, and that is what we become in the end. So that is what that matters. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Saransh. That is a very awesome speech. That's all for today, the table topic session. Thank you, all people who for participating in the table topic session.
So can we have a poll on the table topics? Timer, all the participants qualified? Timer, can you please confirm if all the participants in the table topic is qualified or not?
Yeah, Shravya is disqualified as she has taken just 58 seconds.
Oh, it's only 2
Time
seconds,
is-
right?
Yeah, by 2 seconds she is disqualified.
I think
Mute the STM so we can, it's okay.
No,
Right.
no, no. See, more than 45 seconds, it is qualified.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
We are
you.
taking it.
Thank
We are
you.
taking it. So I am launching the polls for best table topic speaker. Please, everyone vote. So I launched the poll. Okay, I got the enough polls and I am ending the poll. Thank you. Okay, right. So the next, before we go to the last segment, that is evaluations, let me just conclude about participating in contests. So as I told you in the morning, so we have 5 different, what do you call, contests: table topics, evaluation, prepared speech contest, and humorous speech contest and tall tale contest. And also you have the roles that you can take part in any of the contests, that includes sergeant at arms, contester, judges, chief judge, Zoom master, or ballot counter timer. So it is, I advise all the members to take part in the contest either as a contestant or a contest official. Please be in touch with your president or vice president education so that they can guide you either in participating or taking roles in other club contest roles. So this is what very short about the contest. If you want more details, you can ping me privately so that I can give you more details about the contest and all. So hope you understood the concept. I'm not saying you understood everything, but hope you understood the concept of contest in Toastmasters. Having said this, let us move to our last segment of today, that is evaluation. To conduct the evaluations, call upon general evaluator for today, Toastmaster, Dr. Archana Vedanta.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddhaya. Evaluation comments are from the point of view of assigned evaluator only, and they do not speak for the club as a whole. Now, I would like to call on our first evaluator, Toastmaster Rama Rao, to evaluate Toastmaster Raviteja's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good afternoon, everyone, and in particular to Raviteja. Raviteja has delivered his L1 P2 titled AI, a Boon or a Bane. My evaluation is in 3 parts: the good, the improvement part, and the conclusion. The good part is, for a few minutes, I felt jealous. Looking at your confidence, the flow of technical words, and without a single fumble. You used all the names of popular apps. You used all the technical names used in Amazon, whatever it is, right? That was really fabulous. Remembering so many things without fumble and flawless is not an easy task. You have used all the technical names.
Oh. Yeah, please carry on.
Yeah, you have used all the technical names possible to make us understand what AI is. You have set in many things which we use daily today, which were really a dream yesterday, but they are reality today. You made us understand what actually AI is. You did not just say AI. Okay, you made us understand what AI is by giving standard examples. Coming to the improvement part, you have taken too many of applications that we don't remember any now. You could have used any 1 or 2 applications and then connected them with a small story of what actually was good in them and what AI in them is actually a bane to the society. One particular application which gives a good and which delivers a bad. When these two are connected, then we will understand whether it is a boon or a bane, because it is subjective. What is bane to you might be a boon to me. But as far as you are concerned, how do you define boon or bane should have been established with a small story or a line. And you should always remember that Toastmasters platform is not a classroom. You are talking to lay people here like me. So you should not give a lecture here, but you are supposed to deliver a speech which all of us can understand and get connected to. Right? So in all, let me again reiterate that you have very good confidence while delivering a speech. You have good memory power to deliver all the technical names and fluency without a fumble. But you should add good body language. When you say AI, we speak to Alexa, just use your body language to speak, right? We speak to Alexa, something like that. Some body language. You have cut short yourself to the neck, which is not actually required, right? Add body language, add a story to your speech, it will become fabulous. Thank you. Over to Janila.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramarao. I would now like to call on our second evaluator, Toastmaster Pranidhi, to evaluate Toastmaster Snigdha's speech. Toastmaster Pranidhi.
Thank you, Archana, for giving me the stage. Stigna gave her level 1 P2 in masteries, presentation mastery. The title is Appreciation of Little Things. I like the speech where she delivered, and I want to divide my speech into 3 parts. One is positive, second is negatives. It's not negatives, and last one is conclusion of my evaluation. Firstly, the title is superb. It's excellent. I really support one thing, and I want to say that I really support to the Stigna's thing that appreciation of the little things makes a huge difference in each and every person. So in this, one of the thing I like, you said that about during the lockdown, you have faced little disturbances when you stayed 10 days long at your home. So when you saw your Instagram sessions, so you got motivation with that. So I liked it. But if you give your a small story regarding that, how did you improve yourself, you would have explained it little more, so that audience could connect. And when coming into the negative parts where you are lagging, so some things like expressions and some hand gestures, I wanted to say you would have improved. And gaps when it is necessary, like you said that when you have bunked the classes and you have went somewhere outside of the college and you got by your faculty. So like that, if at that point maybe I felt that you would have given some gap, so I have felt with this I was caught by my professor. So but by that time, little gaps and some expressions, highs and lows, if it is necessary, if you would have given that, it would be some effective to this audience. So I'd not like feeling more connected to that point. And so yeah, by this I want to give the conclusion that this appreciating the little things is necessary, and I'm giving applause to you that you have delivered your speech very nicely. And if you have extended a little more, or if you have added much more life experiences to you in your speech, so that it would be so effective to the people, so that she had really experienced in her life, so it would be helpful to everyone. Thank you. Over to you, Archana. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pranidhi. I now request to release the e-voting box to vote for the best evaluator. Please release the voting box.
Yes, I released the voting. Please, everyone vote. Okay, I received all the votings and I am ending the poll.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddhaya. So let me now call upon timer Toastmaster Gauri to present her timer's report.
Cutting to the chase, here is my report. Prepared speeches, Toastmaster Ravi Teja took 6 minutes 13 seconds. Toastmaster Snigdha 5 minutes 17 seconds. And evaluation, Toastmaster Ramarao sir took 3 minutes 13 seconds. Pranidhi, Toastmaster Pranidhi, she took 3 minutes 5 seconds. For the table topics, Toastmaster Ravi Teja took 1 minute 3 seconds. Guest Pooja 1 minute 10 seconds. Toastmaster Shravya 58 seconds. And guest Ravi Teja Jain 1 minute 13 seconds. Toastmaster Ramarao sir 2 minutes 0 seconds. 8 seconds, sorry. And Toastmaster Uppala Srinivas 1 minute 16 seconds. Toastmaster Siddhaya took 2 minutes 13 seconds. Toastmaster Pranidhi 1 minute 43 seconds. And last, Toastmaster Saransh Jain, Toastmaster Saransh Jain 1 minute 49 seconds. That's over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Mr. Toastmaster Siddhaya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gauri, for your report. I now call upon our counter, Toastmaster Shravya, to present her counter report. Toastmaster Shravya.
Yeah, Archana. As the accounter, I did my best. Coming to the report, Siddhaya took 7 hours and 2 short pauses and 3 repeated words. And Toastmaster Archana took 2 hours. Guest Srimukhi took 1 hour and 1 pause. And guest Pooja took 4 short pauses and 12 hours and 1 repeated word. And guest Raviteja took 9 hours and 1 And Arvind has guest Arvind has known, means he is perfect in his speaker. And timer Gauri took 3 hours and 3 pauses, 3 short pauses and 1 long pause. And grammarian Saransh took 13 hours, 2 short pauses and 1 And Ranjani, listener Ranjani was perfect in her speech. And Toastmaster Ramarao took 1 hour and 1 repeated word. And Toastmaster Raviteja took 6 hours and 2 short pauses. And evaluated Pranidhi took 8 hours, 4 repeated words, and 8 short pauses. And Toastmaster Snigdha took 1 hour and 1 repeated word. And table topic master Lalita took 13 hours, that's it. And me as a Shravya took 2 hours, 1 repeated word. And Toastmaster Uppal Srinivas took 3 repeated words. That's it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I hope you will be better for the next time. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shravya, for the detailed report. Let me now call upon our word master grammarian, Toastmaster Saransh, for the grammarian's report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. To share my report, I would like to share my screen. Could you please enable screen sharing?
Yeah, Saransh, 1 second. Word master grammarian. Right. I think you can share it now.
Yeah. So here is my report. As we can see, a lot of people used the word of the day as well as the phrase of the day. Kudos to Toastmaster Archana, Siddhaya, and guest Ravi Teja for using the word of the day. And Toastmaster Archana, Toastmaster Ranjini, Toastmaster Ravi Teja, Toastmaster Snigdha, guest Ravi Teja, and Toastmaster Gauri to use the phrase of the day. Congratulations, all of you. And now we move to the improper grammatical usage. So there were a few improper usages which I noticed. I'll quickly go through them. The first one was his object is. It should be his objective is. It has already been. It has already reached home in the night. It should be reached home at night. Then it is looking at the brighter side. The idiom is looking on the brighter side. Then more importantly, the correct adverb is more importantly. And then it is will make us to realize, will make us realize is the correct usage. A situations, it should be the singular, a situation makes us worsen. It should be phrased as worsen our situation. Make an opinion, it should be form an opinion. At any situation should be in any situation. Where you have went should be when you went. And giving applause is better as applaud. Now, I would like to also highlight the commendable usage of words and phrases by a lot of people. Going by the list, together everyone achieves more was spoken by Toastmaster Archana. She used words like vibrant and insight. And then Toastmaster Raviteja used phrases like comes to my rescue, cash crunch, and hindered indescribably. Toastmaster Snigdha used interesting words such as nostalgic, misconception, dwelling. And then Raviteja used reasserting. Guest Raviteja used inhibitions. Toastmaster Ramarao spoke about natural aura, and Toastmaster Srinivas spoke stigma. Toastmaster Siddhaya used this rare phrase, preconceived notion, and finally Toastmaster Ramarao used the word reiterate. So this is my report, General Evaluator. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saransh, for the detailed report. Let me now call upon our listener Ranjani to test our listening skills. Toastmaster Ranjani.
Hi, am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So once again, hello everybody. Reiterating what I said in the beginning, being a good listener is as important as being a good speaker. So now I'll be asking a series of questions. So anyone who knows the answer, please feel free to unmute yourself and answer the questions. The first question is, in the beginning of the session, Toastmaster Siddhaya spoke about a few types of contests that are held in Toastmasters International. Can someone tell me what are the types of contests that are being held? He spoke about 5 types. So
Yes,
can
sir.
you name it?
International speech contest, humorous speech contest, tall tales speech contest, and evaluation speech contest. One more thing is table topic session speech contest.
It's very nice that you forgot what you have done. Sanidhi.
Yeah, because I never participated in one actually.
Nice.
Perfect. Thank you, Toastmaster Lalita. So the second question is, Speaker Toastmaster Raviteja actually spoke about AI, which is a boon or a bane. During that speech, he mentioned a few disadvantages of artificial intelligence. Can you name 1 or 2 of them? 1 or 2 disadvantages of artificial intelligence.
Privacy.
Okay, privacy.
Yeah.
And
Mental illness.
yeah, mental illness. Anything else? Anyone else who wants to answer?
We forgetting the use and using manually.
Correct, right. So he spoke about, okay, does anyone else wants to answer? Okay, So actually, he spoke about privacy, job roles, and mental stress that it takes on us when we use artificial intelligence, and also about drones. Coming to third question, Toastmaster Snigdha gave her speech today about appreciating little things. She spoke about balance. She mentioned career goals. Apart from that, what else did she mention when it comes to balance? Any of the guests who wants to answer? Guest Pooja or Raviteja?
Mental and life, she said that mental and life has not been taken much seriously.
Yeah, correct. Right. Anything else that she mentioned?
She mentioned that you shouldn't focus only your professional goals also. Only you should also focus on your personal life. So we should appreciate little things that makes our life more happy.
Correct, right. Yeah, so all the points are covered. Moving on to the next question. So in the table topic sessions, guest Shravya was given the topic of tough situations. So in that topic, she gave an example. Can anyone tell me what that example was? Apart from
she gave a topic example like when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Is it correct?
Yes, yeah. No. Along with that, she also spoke about one particular example to explain how tough situations build strong people. Okay, anyone else who wants to answer that? Yeah, so she spoke about exams. She spoke how exams helps us in preparing for the situation. In the same way, life also helps us in preparing for tough situations. So that's it. That brings us to the end of this listeners session. You've all been great. Everybody has answered.
So,
Thank you.
Pranidhi has answered more. So, Ranjani, you can declare Pranidhi as best placement.
Yeah, so congratulations Toastmaster Pranidhi for answering the question and being extremely attentive during this session.
Thank you.
Archana, you are on mute.
Thank you. Yeah. I think I'm audible and visible now. Okay. So now as general evaluator, am I audible, right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so now as general evaluator, I have a few comments on the meeting as a whole. Let's first start with our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Siddhaya. He did a couple of things really nice. He managed most of the session. He's the one who handled too many things, 2 roles at a time, Zoom Master and Toastmaster of the day. It's really a difficult thing to do, to manage all the things while the meeting is going on live. He deserves a special appreciation for this. He meticulously explained all forms, ground rules. He gave us a warm welcome as TMOD. He very well explained about contests that happen in Toastmasters. It was all great. Then timer Toastmaster Gauri showed us the lights. You played the role of torch bearer to make sure all of us understand that time waits for none and how important it is for Toastmasters to stick to their times. Even though it's your first role, great. Even though she's a new joinee, she did all her best explaining her role, presenting her report elaborately. Awesome. Our counter Toastmaster Shravya. She explained filler words thoroughly. Even she's a new joinee. She did everything in her role. Great. And she also displayed her report in a detailed way. Awesome. Then Wordmaster Grammarian Toastmaster Saranch. It was really a prudent word of the day, and I loved I forgot the phrase, but you worked on it. You searched and gave a good word of the day and idiom, and even the report was detailed. Then Toastmaster Lalita, your voice is clear. Table topic master Toastmaster Lalita, her voice is clear. You are very supportive and encouraging everyone to participate in the table topics. That was awesome. The topics you made are also fascinating, but some topics were too lengthy. I recommend you to choose only simple topics which are less than 8 words and so easy that any guest can come forward boldly and speak. Yep, even now every impromptu speaker did great. Kudos to you for that. And also, exactly as per the agenda planned, you ended it on time, 12:15. That was great. Then listener Toastmaster Ranjani engaged us all with wonderful questions. I think this is her first role here. So great. Then speaker Toastmaster Raviteja. It was an excellent speech. The content part was very good, but I felt like it is little monotonous in the way you expressed it. Example, when you said, here comes the Google Maps, you said, here comes the Google Maps normally, which you could have said like, here comes Google Maps. Like you could have used some emotion, some expressions in the face, and change in the modulations, in your voice modulations, like pausing while speaking. Like at some points you raise your voice, and at some points you slow down, and at some points you use power in your speech. Like how we say ABCD, how we teach ABCD to kids. ABCDEFG. See, there is a difference in voice modulations. So if we go in a monotonous way, it won't be much interesting. So this is one suggestion I can give you. Toastmaster Ramarao, as always, it was a great evaluation. I have only one recommendation, that Toastmaster Ramarao sir is too straight. I suggest him to give evaluation like a homeo doctor who gives sugar-coated pills. Like first with appreciation, motivating the speaker, and then only three recommendations for improvement, top 3. And speaker Toastmaster Snigdha, she gave a great speech on the vital art of appreciating the little things in life, with many examples from her personal life. We often don't realize what we have until it is gone. She made all of us think by saying that the things we have now, which we take for granted, can be the same things someone else out there is dreaming to have. I have only one advice for you, that is to arrange your cam in such a way that your hand movements will be visible. It will be clearly visible even for the evaluators to evaluate even your body language. So how you express it. Then evaluator Pranidhi, it was a great evaluation, but you could have followed the sandwich method of evaluation, where you first start your evaluation with one strong point of Snigdha's speech that you felt wow or inspiring. Then 3 recommendations for improvements, and then a brief summing up of all the important points, a brief summary. You could have followed the sandwich model of evaluation in your next evaluating sessions. So that's all. I should now hand over the stage to presiding officer, that is myself. So now I'm done with my general evaluator role. So as presiding officer of today's meet, I thank everyone for making this session an awesome one. With this, we have come to the end of the meeting. Hope you all enjoyed this. We are having our next meet on 10th October. Hope to see everyone who are present in today's meeting on the day, 10th October of this month. And we have our club contest of humorous speech and evaluations contest on 24th of this month. Now, before the results are announced for the best speaker, best evaluator, best role players by Siddhaya. Yeah.
Archana, role players polling has not done it.
Okay. Please release the scrolling e-voting box to that.
So this is for the best role player 2 who is having the biggest stage time. One second. I'm ending the poll. I'll relaunch this poll again. I'm sorry for that. One second, Archana, please. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Now you can do the polling. Okay, I received enough votes and I'm ending the poll. So the another poll is for the best role player 1. Yeah, please start voting. Okay, I received enough polls. I'm ending the poll. That's all. I have completed the polling, Archana. You can proceed.
Okay. Thank you all. And I request the guests, all the guests, before the results are announced by Toastmaster of the Day, Siddhaya ji, I request all the guests to give their feedback. Like, how did they feel about this meet, or any feedback? Guest Jayant Kumar, Aravind, Srimukhi.
Yeah, good afternoon. Again, this is Jay Sarvin. So I felt very happy being with you because recently I came to know about this Toastmasters. So being a lover of language, I wanted to be very fluent in both languages, Telugu and English. So it was very wonderful experience listening to the speeches and evaluating all the speeches. So I'm very grateful to all the speakers and evaluators. That was very wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arvind. And any more guests, please don't forget to fill the guest forum, the link which I shared in the chat box. Please fill the forum. And any more guests? Srimukhi, can you please give your feedback? Guest Jayant Kumar.
I'm really sorry, I forgot to tell you one thing. The video was very disturbing. Sometimes you might be using one app to remove your background, but sometimes it was very disturbing. So I request you to take care of that in
My
video
video.
part. So everybody, Mr. Siddhaya and particularly for Mr. Siddhaya. It was very disturbing, and sometimes we are unable to see him because I think it was green mat or something. He was using the app to remove his background, but it was disturbing, Mr. Siddhaya's video part.
Okay. Guest Pooja, can you please give your feedback? How did you feel about today's session and anything what you want to say?
Hey, hi, Archana. So today's session was very good. I also tried for the first time. It wasn't that good as I was expecting, but I will try, and I'm here to improve my communication. So that's the purpose. We are here. So yeah, it was very good, and I mean, I looking for a platform where I can get chance to improve my communications, and so that's the best platform for me. I'm hoping that it will help me, and yeah, I'll be part of the future. I will part in the future of this club, and yeah, that's a great experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja. We all make mistakes. We are here in Toastmasters only to make mistakes comfortably without fearing that somebody will judge, to be free and learn from our mistakes. There's nobody who became great just by being born and like, see, we learn only from our mistakes and by repeating things, learning things. So that's why we are here. So keep attending. I request all the guests to keep attending and participate in table topics, and if possible, become member of Toastmasters. And thank you so much for joining us. So Siddhaya ji, can you share the results?
Sure. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So let us start with best role player 1. That is Archana, general evaluator, being the best role player. Congratulations, Archana. And the best role player 2, the Sergeant at Arms, TM Siddhaya. Congratulations, Siddhaya. And best table topic speaker. Any guesses? Any guesses on best table topic speaker?
Ramarao, sir.
Yeah, the veteran Ramarao Garu, the best table topic speaker. And the day goes to Ramarao sir only because for this. The best TT speaker and best evaluator, Ramarao sir. And best speaker for today is Snigdha. Congratulations, Snigdha, and hope to see you more in coming days. So that's all from my side on the winners.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddhaya. So I again request all the guests to fill the guest forum, the link that is posted in the comment box, and please keep attending. Please attend the 10th, the next meet, and making us happy with your presence. So let's end the session of today. Thank you.
Thank you, Archana,
Thank you,
Vedanta. All, thank you very much for joining, being the Sergeant at Arms. Let me take the honor to close the meeting, and hope everybody enjoyed this particular meeting, being the 285th meeting, and we look forward to you joining the next meeting. Now I officially close the meeting and the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Siddhaya, do we have next meeting on 17th?
17th?
Yeah.
17th
No,
we
it's
don't
not
have
10th,
meeting. Next meeting we have 10th.
10th October, next meeting. And on 24th October, we have
contest.
humorous speech contest and evaluation contest.
17th we don't have any meeting as such.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
17th because that is an Dasara week, so we decided not to have a meeting on 17th October. 10th October we have a meeting.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's
Thank
all
you.
for today, and thank you very much. Have a great day.
And the winner of humorous speech contest is leaked already. It is Toastmaster Siddhaya.
Why,
And
sir?
evaluator is Toastmaster Archana. Okay. You all are only just viewers and
No,
participants.
sir. No,
The
no.
winner.
Sir,
Paper leak and Swami.
sir, when
Sir,
Rama,
It
sir,
is you became the best humorous speaker now itself.
when Ramarao is there, who can become the best humorous speaker, sir? Sir, why are you pulling our leg?
Experienced.
Okay, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, sir. Bye, everyone.